That's your nickname.
Those are monkeys, mi amor. Tu tío parece más gorila que monkey. Spider monkey?
Mira, that's so cute. These are calibus monkeys.
Calibus monkey. Okay. Ooh. Oh yeah. Spider monkey don't have that white.
Asante Sana. That means thank you. Also here in Harambe, we say twin day, which means let's go. Now, Jumbo, everybody. My name is Jordan, and I'm going to be your safari guide today here on the Harambe Wildlife Reserve. Now, before we go into the reserve here, I do have two very important rules that we have to go over. Our first rule, please remain seated at all times, and this does include small children. They are more than welcome to sit on your lap to get a better view out of the truck if they need to, but please do not stand them up on the seat or hold them up in the air like baby Simba. These roads are going to be bumpy. I don't want anyone to fall. And our second rule, we're entering into the animals' homes. We don't want to scare them, so please do not call out to the animals or make any sudden loud noises towards them. Cool. That being said, we're now here in the Little Ituri Forest. There's a lot going on already. Out to the left, you can see some beautiful orange antelope. Those are bongos. On both sides of the road, some greater kudu, the taller tandems, and there's a little poppy on the hill out to the right too. Where do I start? I'm going to start with the kudu. Now, both the kudus that we see here are females. We can tell because they don't have horns. Only a male kudu will grow horns. Their horns can grow to 6 feet long. All right, looking around the corner here, we should get another great look at the okapi that was back on the right. Now, one of the first things you may have noticed about the okapi is the zebra-like pattern that's on their legs. Don't let that pattern fool you. They are not related to zebras at all. They're actually the only known relative to the giraffe. They have a very similar head to a giraffe, which is how they found out that they are related. Up ahead of us, across the water, we're going to find a black rhino.
Rhino.
See the rhino.
There's another one.
Oh, okay.
Oh, there's another one.
Now, the black rhino was poached near to extinction, with their numbers reaching close to only 4,000. And they are poached for their horns. The rhino horns are made out of keratin, which is the same thing our hair and fingernails are made of. Kind of a silly thing to poach rhino for when you think about it. That large black and white bird on the left, that's a saddle-billed stork. A very solitary animal. You're usually going to find them either completely alone or in groups of no more than 2. Those storks there do not have any vocal cords, so they cannot make a sound. So to communicate with the other storks, they rattle their bills. Every rattling pattern has a different meaning, so it's kind of like their own form of Morse code. Let's head over to the Safi River and let's see what we may find hanging out over there. The animals that live around the river do spend most of the day in or around the water. So that's kind of where we need to keep an eye out for the animals as they're moving. There are some hippos in the back corner of that cove out there to the right. So that's a bit of an awkward angle for everyone to see those hippos. So we'll see if we can find more. The large birds lining the banks of the river, those are pink-backed pelicans. Hard to see the pink color in their back right now. They do have their wings closed, but I promise it's there. You'll also notice there are a lot of vultures hanging out around the river here. These vultures are here because the hippos are here. Vultures love the smell of hippos. Hippos and vultures do have a symbiotic relationship, which means they benefit from each other. When the hippos come up out of the water, the vultures will come along and pick the bugs and the dead skin off the hippos, which will clean the hippo and feed the vulture. If you look over at the guardrail right there to the left, there's a hippo down there.
There's a hippo right there. There's a hippo right there.
Hippos are
2 of them.
to spend most of their day in the water because they do have very sensitive skin. We'll hang out down there to help prevent sunburn. Ooh, down in the riverbed, there on the left.
That, no.
There are some Nile crocodiles. The second largest species of crocodile.
See another one right here. Looks like a log right
They
there.
have incredibly strong jaws. The jaws of the crocodile have enough strength where they can easily crush the bone. They bite. Now we are going to start making our way over to the savannah. And when we get there, we're going to cross into a completely different ecosystem. So a lot of the plants and animals that we're going to find are going to be a little bit different. Kind of like that baobab tree that's just up ahead.
I just saw a giraffe.
Now the baobab trees are going to go without leaves, just like that, for 9 months out of the year, which will help those trees conserve water. Now, those massive trunks can hold thousands of gallons of water, and a lot of the animals out here know that. Rhinos and elephants will use baobab trees as water sources during dry seasons. They're going to use their horns and sharp tusks to pierce into the trunk of the tree to get to the water on the inside. Looking across the savannah from up on the hill, I can see animals kind of scattered all throughout the area. Let's see if we can get a little bit closer to them as we make our way through here. Now it looks like one of the first things we're going to find, or first things we're getting close to, is a dazzle of zebras. Groups of zebras are called a dazzle because when they're standing together, their stripes are going to confuse predators, dazzling them. And those zebras are Hartman's mountain zebras. And the easiest way we can tell is by that fold of skin that's hanging from their neck. And that is called a dewlap. Mountain zebras are the only species of zebra that have dewlaps, and that can actually help keep them cooler on a hot day. Out to the left, there's a pack of African wild dogs, also known as the
Wild dog.
painted dog because of the finger paint looking color pattern that's on their coat. That pattern will be different for every dog, so it's kind of like a finger paint. So too, we're never going to have the same. Well, these dark brown antelope that we're coming up on now are known as the sable antelope, or they are sable antelope. They are very protective animals. When it comes to fight or flight, for the sable antelope, they are almost always gonna fight. Those long curved horns can help keep predators off their back if something does jump on them.
It's like an anthill.
If you look all around us in this area, you're going to find a lot of these mounds that are sticking up out of the ground. Those are termite mounds, built by the termites using dirt, saliva, and dung. Sometimes they can get up to 30 feet tall, and baking in the sun is going to make them as hard as concrete. So other animals here can use them. Larger animals, like a giraffe, can use the big ones, like a scratching post. Smaller antelope climb up on top of the shorter ones to keep an eye out for predators. It looks like traffic has come to a stop, which means that there's probably an animal blocking traffic across the savannah.
Oh,
Like I said, we reserve the savannah, so they can go around pretty much where they want to, and that does include the roads here. And the animals have the right of way. Let's head out to the hills where all the giraffes are. There's just a lot of animals hanging out there.
go get it.
There's another zebra. Let's go look at that zebra. All the giraffes, they heard a wildebeest out there too. I think I saw a springbok. Now, a lot of the animals that live on savannas that would be considered prey or food to predators will hang out together like this, making them a larger herd, strength in numbers. They'll even learn some of the alarm calls when the other animals are hanging out around. When they hear those sounds, they know that they should also probably be running. Now, there's a giraffe on the left hanging out in the tree amongst the trees up there. And of course, another one on the right. Now, big groups of giraffe are called a tower. a tower of giraffe. I would say that's fitting, considering that the giraffe is the tallest animal in the world. Fully grown, a giraffe is going to be around 20 feet tall. Even a baby giraffe will be around 5 to 6 feet tall when it's first born. Around the height of an average full-grown person, right at birth. Around the corner, we'll start to see the wildebeest herd at the top of the hill up there. And of course, there's a young giraffe laying down there on the right. And hiding in the trees is some of the Ankole cattle. Now, seeing young giraffes and baby giraffe lay down like that is pretty common. There's another one laying down through the trees in the hills back there. But it is very rare to see adult giraffes lay down. They will even sleep standing up. But giraffes don't sleep very much anyway, at least the adults don't. They're only going to sleep for about 20 to 30 minutes a day. And that will not be all at the same time. 2 and 3 minute power naps throughout the day, and then right back to eating, which is what giraffes do literally all day long. Quite a few more in the trees there.
Oh, we're here.
All of these giraffes in this tower are Maasai giraffes. We can tell by their spots. The spots on the Maasai giraffe are very jagged and uneven. They don't have a real set shape to them. Or the wildebeest
That's a big one over
and the
there.
Ankole in the bushes. The horns of the Ankole cattle there look like they'd be heavy, but there's actually a honeycomb structuring on the inside of the horn, which is going to make it much lighter for you. The last couple inches at the very tip of the horn is the only part that is completely solid. Alright, these large rock formations here that we're going to be going through are kind of the entryway into elephant country. And if you look through the trees out there to the right, you'll see why we call it that. Well, there is an elephant. We'll circle around to the other side, get a little closer, maybe get a better view of it. Kind of catch a glimpse of a mandrill up against a rock wall back there to the left, but he ducked, so you can't see it anymore. So let's go back to the elephant.
We missed the one over here.
Now, that elephant over there looks like that it is alone. I didn't see any more elephants hanging out with that one. So more than likely, this elephant is a male. There it is. It found itself a stick. Now, when male elephants reach maturity around the age of 14, they will leave the herds. Either voluntarily or eventually the females are going to kick them out. Sometimes younger males will go and form small bachelor groups with another elephant or two that's also been removed from the herd. But as they get older, they will still split up and go off completely alone. Older male elephants are not a very social animal, especially compared to the females, who live in large family herds for their entire lives. Let's check out the area around these red clay pits just up ahead. Red clay pits are great spots to look for elephants. Elephants will eat red clay. There are minerals in red clay that are very important for an elephant's diet. You can see there have been some here. You can see where the elephants have been digging into the clay with their tusks, and there are some footprints going out to the left. So we'll go that way too. Let's see if we can find it. You can see a herd way out in the distance back there, kind of up against the rocks. Where they're standing, it may be tricky for us to get a really good look at that herd, but we'll go down to the watering hole in that direction. Try it down there just in case. One thing you will see elephants do quite a bit, especially on warm days, is flap their ears. Ear flapping is a way that an elephant can help stay cool. When elephants flap their ears, the wind is going to blow across the blood vessels in the back of the ear. And that can bring an elephant's body temperature down by as much as 15 degrees. Something we call ear conditioning. There's another look at the herd of wildebeest down there to the right. Words are hard. wildebeest live in very large herds.
It is. And I'm going to tell me what it is.
Every year, wildebeest herds will come together to travel between 500 and 1,000 miles to new feeding grounds. And when they do that,
Wow.
there could be over 1 million wildebeest moving in the herds, creating the largest land migration of any animals. It looks like traffic has come to a stop. And more than likely, there's an animal blocking traffic up there. Oh, there we go. Cool. Let's see if I can see the elephants watering down here.
9 months out of the year. Only 3 months a year to capacity.
Oh, they're all hiding behind the rocks back there. Yeah, like I said when we entered into the reserve earlier, this is the animals' home, so they do have the freedom to move around pretty much where they want to. And that does include the roads here. The animals have the right of way. As we make our way around this little island up ahead, we're going to find some greater flamingos. These are the largest but the lightest colored pink of all flamingo species. They get their pink coloring from the briny shrimp that they eat, which is rich in beta-carotene. That's what helps bring the pink color out. Now, if you look amongst the flamingos, you're going to see there's a few of them here that are not completely pink yet. They have that black and gray coloring around their head and the necks. Those are the young ones. Flamingos are completely gray when they hatch from their eggs, which is going to help hide them in the shadows of the larger flamingos in the group. It's a great camouflage. And it's going to take about 3 years before they are completely pink. So it is a bit of a lengthy process for them. More elephants over the hill back there to the left.
You can kind of see the elephants too.
But as we round the corner, out to the left, there's a crash of white rhinos. It looks like there's a little one there.
Would you see it?
White rhinos are the larger of the two African rhinos. They weigh about 1,000, 2,000 pounds more than the black rhino, like we saw back in the forest.
Okay.
Once we get a little closer to these rhinos and kind of circling them, watch the ears on the rhinos, especially on mom there. You'll see the ears spin around and point in different directions, like a little satellite dish. They're going to do that because they don't see well.
Oh, really?
The rhinos have excellent hearing to make up for that. So they'll spin the ears around and keep an ear out for the things around them they may not be able to see. And they will rely mostly on their hearing.
3 of them.
And that bad vision is the reason why a group of rhinos is called
Look at the ears, look at the ears. Look how they're moving.
They can actually run pretty fast despite their size. So by the time they see something in front of them when they're running, they have already crashed into it.
The other one is, the baby is feeding on the mom.
There's a cheetah laying on that hill there to the left. Actually, a couple of them.
The baby rhino was feeding on the mom.
Fastest animals in the world.
Oh, ya está. En esquina,
This speed
esquina.
between 65 and 70 miles per hour, but not very
Oh, I see him now.
They can only hold that speed for a couple hundred yards or just a few seconds before they have to stop. The cheetah is more of a sprinter. It does not take cheetahs very long to reach their top speed. They can go from 0 to 60 in just under 3 seconds. Another one out kind of closer to the tree line back there to the left. 2 of them. 3 of them. That was very easy. Groups of cheetahs like we found here
Okay.
as a coalition.
No, you missed it.
A coalition
Right
of
there.
cheetahs. Now, the large rocks that we are approaching now are known as copies. You can often find predators hanging out around copies as they can use them as a lookout. Climbing up to the top to keep an eye out for things that may be potential danger, as well as any potential food. And we will circle the copies here See if we can find anything that may be hiding on the back side of the rocks. We're also going to get a bit of a sneak peek into this clearing coming up on the right that we're going to go into in a moment, where we are going to find another white rhino and an ostrich on the hill back there. The only animal on this reserve that I'm afraid of is ostriches. We'll see them all again. Like I said, we're going to circle back into that clearing. See if there's anything hanging out here at the Kobe's first. Yes, there is. Laying on the edge of the rock. Yeah, there's a lion.
Oh, yeah.
Lions will spend 16 to 20 hours of their day resting and sleeping, conserving their energy for when they do their hunting a little bit later on. Usually at night, lions have incredible night vision, so they can use the darkness to their advantage. Baby rhino. We take close to the side of the road there on the right. You'll see that ostrich out on the hill back there to the right. Ostriches have a few world records. They are the world's largest bird. They have the biggest eyes for the size of their head of any animal. And they're the fastest animals that walk on two legs. Ostriches can run 45 miles per hour. They can hold that speed for 30 minutes straight. They also have a really big egg, which you'll see there on the right. That's ostrich egg on the ground. A very big egg for a very big bird. They're also one of the few birds that will do communal nesting, so all the ostriches in the group lay their eggs together. They'll keep rotating and taking turns on whose turn it is to watch the egg. Now we're going to pass by the warden post here in Magadi Glen. The wardens at this post here have been watching over these adorable Nigerian dwarf goats. And they are fully grown. That's about as big as they are going to get. The wardens will send the milk from these goats to nearby villages. They have a very sweet and nutritious milk, very protein milk. They can also lend those goats to nearby farms that are looking to clear their land to grow new crops. There's not much that goats cannot eat through. They can clear thorns and thick brush quicker and easier than a lot of other livestock can. Now we're moving along the outer edge of the reserve now, which means that our safari is coming close to an end. But I do hope that everyone enjoyed their time out on the Harambe Wildlife Reserve today.